So something that I forgot to talk about was that today is actually World AIDS Day. It's kind of crazy to think that this disease is actually not that old. It's probably as old as I am. So many of you know that in my normal life or day life, I've been like a lifelong volunteer, and one of the causes or issues that has been really important to me has been HIV and AIDS. There are about, I don't know, close to 35 million people who've died globally from this disease, and it is a disease that's actually preventable. There is an opportunity for us today, especially with millennials. I think it's sad that we spend a lot of time talking about cancer, let's say, which is equally important, and we should obviously, like any illness, talk about it a lot and raise money for it. But sometimes I feel as though the more we talk about cancer, it's not a competition, and I have to say this in a way that doesn't sound like I'm saying the two diseases should compete. Cancer gets this positive publicity and it's got so much star power, and I feel like AIDS has just sort of become something that, oh yeah, people are living normal lives with it because, you know, there's medicines and whatnot. So what's the point of raising money for a cure when people can live with it? I feel there's a bit of shame associated with the condition, and I feel that because of that, it ends up just not being something that people tend to rally in as much droves as they do for something like cancer. The reality is every single person can be infected and affected by HIV and AIDS. Unfortunately, we don't look at it that way. We kind of look at it and think this is somebody else's problem, or it's like malaria. Like, I don't live in Africa, so I don't care about malaria. You can actually be carrying it right now and not even know it. For the, again, 35 million people living with HIV right now, who every single day have to wake up with so much courage and take a lot of medicine in many cases, just live with that stigma. I honestly stand with every single person right now. It is important to get tested. It's super easy. These days you can even get tested anonymously, which is really cool. Like, you can go to like those pop-up clinics or whatnot. And so yeah, if you can do something good for yourself and for people around you, it's probably getting tested. And just because you've been with a partner forever or for a long time, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't get tested. So yeah, both of you, you can make a date of it or something. I don't know, like make it an opportunity to go to the doctor together or to the clinic together, get your kids, and that way you can have safe sex, which honestly is better sex when you both know what your status is. And regardless of the result, there's definitely ways to keep enjoying your life and keep living your life like a regular person would, but it's just that you'd have then prevented it from spreading to somebody else, you know. And the cost of this disease, you guys, it costs so much money. It costs so much money just to keep people alive, and many of them, like especially in developing countries, don't even have access to the medicines that they need to survive, and so they die just like that. Thankfully, I mean, for the first world, a lot of it is, well, we live in Canada, and I know that the Canadian government does cover treatments for people living with HIV, so we're fortunate, but not everybody, every other country is. And so I don't know, I just felt, I know it's a little bit heavy considering this is supposed to be like vlogmas and happy whatever, but I think this is life and we just have to be real about these things sometimes. Go get tested, you guys. Probably be the best thing you've ever done for yourself, because you feel like you're actually in control. And it's not just with HIV, but it's also with other STDs. Like, it's such a better life when you know what you have or what you don't have, because the whole point of love, you guys, is making sure that you're not sharing things that are preventable. If you truly care about your partner, and if you also care about yourself, like, just go get tested and honestly, I swear to you, it would be the best thing you've ever done for yourself. If you are positive, HIV positive, you can actually have sex normally like everybody else. Of course, you have to take precautions to make sure that you're not transmitting to somebody else, but you can still have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, and life goes on. But it's important that we take care of each other because we're all we got. On this day, go get tested. Also, if you have a chance, like, go and you know, connect with organizations that are supporting research, HIV research right now. I'll list a couple below that might be in your area as well. Get educated about the disease, you guys, and have safe sex if you're over 18. That's what I have to say. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say.